SALGA, or the South African Local Government Association, has welcomed Cabinet's decision to end cadre deployment. The association says the policy has been one of the most destructive and unethical practices in municipalities. You'll remember in the last report of the State Capture Inquiry, Commission Chairperson Justice Raymond Zondo said the ANC's policy of cadre deployment is illegal and unconstitutional. For more on this now, we're joined by SALGA KZN Chairperson Thami Ntuli, who joins us live virtually from Richards Bay. Thami, thank you so much for your time this evening. The headlines this week read, Cabinet wants ANC cadre deployment policy ditched. Were you surprised by the news coming out of Cabinet? And firstly, recognizing cadre deployment as what it is, and then on that decision that they're hoping to make part of the policy framework going forward?
Good evening, Masachi, yourself and your viewers. And first and foremost, I wish to salute King Misuzulu KwaZulu for the prestigious ceremony and congratulate the Prime Minister of the Zulu Nation, Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, for the journey that has taken the Zulu Nation thus far. SALGA, who are behind King Misuzulu and support him. And then on your question, as SALGA, in fact, is one thing we have been advocating, even when we had Lehotla. The major objective of the Lehotla we had in Jozini in KZN was to try and preach the gospel of professionalizing and depoliticizing local government. Well, we know that it has been a practice which really frustrated service delivery, which made local government to have the challenges that we have realized that local government, in fact, has been facing for a very long time because of the capacity issue. Because the issue of cadre deployment really did not take into cognizance the expertise and the capacity that had to enable the quality service delivery being rendered to the people. And we think it's a move which is quite progressive for local government and for the country. Hence, local government is one sphere that is with the people. And it's quite very important, since local government is doing a lot for the people, and it's quite very important that we have people or officials who are there because of their qualifications and the expertise that will be able to deliver services. As SALGA, we even believe that that move is not enough, even for the municipal managers. We need to see them having a professional body like other professions, which will try and assist a local government to have people who will be professional in their conducts.
Would you agree that cadre deployment for a very long time was almost seen as the dirty little secret? It was a phrase that people didn't want to say out loud, but it was known that certain people in positions of power politically were able to appoint their friends and their family members into positions that eventually led to quite a rot at especially municipal level. It was something that has been brought up by the Auditor General and those big audits of our municipalities. It really has been quite shocking year on year. And then now the Zondo Commission as well, mentioning it as a very, very important part leading up to state capture, especially at Zondo Commission. How liberating is it for your organization that this is now out in the open? And because it's now in the open, it can finally be taken on and eradicated?
In fact, it's a decay which has SALGA in the province of now they need to choose whether to be politicians or to be in administration. And we believe this has been making the progress in local government to be stagnant because when you employ your friend, when you employ your relatives, when you employ politically connected people, in fact, really, you had to leave out people who had skills and the expertise to deliver quality service delivery. As hence you mentioned the issue of Auditor General. When you look at the reflections by AG's reports, it was an indication that there is something wrong, which we believe this progressive move will enable municipalities actually to even improve in their performance in the Auditor General's reports.
And now, this being made part of the national framework, I mean, that's a massive move from cabinet level. That's one thing. But this does probably call for a massive cleanup. How do you believe, or how will you be advising, especially with your focus being in KZN, municipalities going about this massive cleanup that's basically needed at municipal level?
The issue of the skills audit enables municipalities to be able to identify the weaknesses and the strengths. However, going forward, those who are entering a local government, if they are to enter purely on the basis of their qualifications, purely on the basis of their expertise, especially those who will be managers, if the experience and the expertise and the qualifications will inform, in fact, their employment, that will enable local government, in fact, to be stronger in terms of service delivery and in terms of the performance. Hence, we find ourselves as South African local government having to try and workshop, to try and intervene, and only to find that you intervene immediately when you leave. The level you have introduced is not sustained because of the issue of the capacity, which is lacking. And we believe the framework really has positives for us as a local government. Hence, we believe as SALGA in the province of KwaZulu-Natal that professionalizing and also depoliticizing local government, in fact, is something that will take a local government a very wonderful mile.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. That's SALGA KZN chairperson Thami Ntuli joining us live there from Richards Bay.